Hi, I'm Rick Dior, and today we're going to do the last part of my Let's Go Camping book, Variations on the Three Camps. So we only have two left, and those both involve cheeses. Now, a cheese is a flam and a drag. So it's one of my favorite of the hybrid rudiments, the new rudiments. It's great because it's so inventive on the drum set. You can play a tom with one hand, and that's the flam, while the left hand plays the drag. All right, so it's very cool. And you can also apply it to rudiments. So in today's episode, we're going to do two different stickings. There'll be flam paradiddles and flam accents. So if you remember, a flam paradiddle is this. But when we put a cheese in there, the extra flam and the drag, it sounds like this. And the flam accent sounds like this. But when we put a cheese in there, it sounds like this. So it's a great little lick or rudiment to play. So we'll start here with cheese paradiddles, and we'll do these at quarter note equals 105, and those are on page 12. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how I'm crushing those. They almost swing a little. It adds a little bit of swing to your playing. The sticks I'm using, by the way, are these pecan reverse tips. It's a lighter stick. It's about 72 to 75 grams. I can't remember exactly how heavy these are, but I just made them yesterday and I'm trying them out. The next one we'll do, which is on page 25, these are the Cheese Triplets, really a flam accent. So I like to use a heavier stick when I do these because it helps. It has a really difficult turnaround, as you see there in the second ending. It's one of the hardest things in the book to play. And this kind of thing, you'll see when you try it. It's very, very difficult to do this. So we won't go too fast. We'll go quarter note equals 115. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how that's kind of compressed. When I have that turnaround, when I have the two cheeses together, I play those tighter. The other ones are pretty open. Try to get them as funky as possible. The other thing is I'm telling myself when I'm playing this to relax, because if you're tight and you try to play these things, it will not come out. It's all based on just total shoulder and head and chest and arm relaxation. So when they're faster, they sound like this. So you see that I'm just throwing it down, and then I'm timing it. All right, I'm timing the bounce, and I'm using some fingers, the bottom fingers here and the thumb, to control the space. In other words, how far the stick is moving. So that's that. So I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope for those of you who have the book, this clarifies a lot of your questions. Seeing me play them, seeing the tempos that I use. I know a lot of them are fast, but you can always slow it down here on YouTube if you go under the settings. And I really believe in this kind of practicing, just repetition, like I always say, over and over, training yourself. Got to remember, this is the physical part of music. And so these by themselves are not, definitely musical pieces, but they're technical pieces. So they train you to do what you want to do with your mind as it relates to your hands when you want to play music. So it's got to be immediate. There can't be any delay in the way your technique works. If it does, nothing will come out. You might consider that a mistake, but if you have your technique together, then you never really make a mistake, because no matter what happens, you can recover. Like if you don't get your idea out, your technique enables you to recover and play something. And a lot of times when I listen back to things that I thought might be a mistake, they sound really cool. So that's sort of an example of your technique saving you. So you can never have enough technique, but the point is you have to know when to use it, as far as musically. You have to use it tastefully. You can't overplay. But technique will also make your sound great. You'll have a really good sound. So if you learn all these kinds of bouncing and finger control and all these different techniques, then you'll have a huge vocabulary to draw from, and you'll also be able to play dynamically. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you soon.